Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Well, we have quite a few runners tonight at the ZLDR recovery hour. Jeff Partridge, good evening to you. Tina Big, good evening. Amy, Laurie, no run from Laurie this morning. She is outside this afternoon instead. Zero to Hero, hello to you. Anthony Anderson says, evening everybody, let's go. So I'm assuming Anthony is in the run as well. And who else have we got in the run? Paul Archer is there. That Ian McLaughlin guy is there again. Whipping up to the front there. Who else have we got? Viking Lady. Ferreira. Paul Brailsford is there. Tina Beard is there. She says, I'm here. Jarrett says, just go at your own pace. Thank you. Amy Green is in the run. Sarah Jacobson's in the run. Good evening, everybody. My legs are a bit tired. Jeff Partridge is in the run as well. Good Lord. What? Jeff, I thought you would be on the sofa. Eric says it's about exercise, not competition. We all know that's not true. Jeff will be on the sofa later. So don't feel that you need to run with me. Obviously, I'm going slow because I've got tired legs from this morning's run. I feel like I need to just chill out a bit. So I'm only doing 9k this evening. I'll do the full hour, obviously. But yeah, nice and slow for me this evening. So feel free to run with me if you want to. Feel free to run ahead if you feel that your legs can do that. The sofa can wait, says Jarrett. For now, we knock out a few miles. Sarah says, is this music new? Oh, I don't know. I haven't got it loud enough to hear. I don't think it is new. It might be that the music hasn't started from the beginning and it's kind of started halfway through or something. Hang on, turn it up. My Aftershock headphones broke months and months ago and I've never replaced them, so now I don't wear headphones during the run. Right, my remote control's not working for the TV volume, so I can't hear. She says never mind anyway. Tina says no, it's just louder. It's slower, I didn't recognise it, okay. Hi Julia, Julia Foster is running with us tonight. Leo Loughran is in the house. Leo is injured, but he's still running. Hilarious, Sarah. Watching the Barbie movie has had an influence on me. Yeah, Sarah says Barbie movie is one of the best movies I've seen in a while. Same here. Thought it was amazingly excellent. Welcome, by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, on the Zwift Run channel, or on the Zwift Run channel on Twitch, and we're also broadcasting on the Film My Run Facebook page. I didn't think that would work. If you're watching, thank you very much for joining us. This is with Barbie. This is the ZLDR recovery hour. We run for an hour, basically, at whatever speed you like, to close out the week's training, although many of us will be running at the weekend as well. It's just a nice social run at the end of the week. Wish everybody a happy weekend. I don't tend to run a lot on Zwift at the weekends. No, Jarrett, that's terrible. There is Jarrett's opening gambit. It can only improve from here. Jeff Partridge says, yeah, let's hope so, as in, let's hope it can only improve from here. Jarrett says, don't worry, I'll offend someone today. That's okay, Janet. I offend people every day of the week. Usually my wife. Right, Leo's just said he can't run today. Leo, take it easy, buddy. Leo is probably making a sensible decision, seeing as he is currently injured. Eric says, how does one turn off the chat? Eric, you cannot turn off the chat. You are stuck with us forever. Right, Zero to Hero says, yeah, Barbie was a good movie, to be honest. Tina says she's had a chat with Clive, who apparently is very stressed at the moment. Well, if you look at the mental health lists of most stressful activities to undertake in your lifetime, moving house is right up there. So I'm not surprised. We just got to wish him all the best and let him get through it, and he'll come out the other side and we can offer support. You know, I know we're miles away, but we can help him out. Keep it up, Jarrett. Oh, I meant to say Jarrett then, but it's, yeah, Kathy says house moving, marriage and divorce, all high stress activities. Yeah, absolutely. There is a list somewhere from, is it the World Health Organization? Something like that. And, yeah, it lists all the, you know, from evidential research, obviously, it lists all the most stressful activities. And house moving is right up there. So all the best, Clive. Thinking of you. Not necessarily that order. It depends on the individual and how they react to certain situations. Zero to Hero says, I hope he gets a room with an elevator in it. Why is that? I hope Michael is enjoying his first group run. Michael has probably thought, what on earth has he joined? Jarrett says fun and marathon don't intermix. Of course they do. fun and trail marathons mixed well. And ultras, yes. Sarah Jacobson says half marathons are the most fun. Oh, right, Zero to Hero. Yes, he goes down in the elevator at the end of each run, doesn't he? That's right, yes. He needs a real elevator to do that in. If you've ever watched one of Clive Finnemore's live streams, he's not doing them at the moment because he's in the middle of moving house. But if you've ever watched one of Clive Finnemore's live streams, at the end of each live stream, he sinks down at the end as though he's going down in an elevator. Leo says, sorry mate, I'm really sore, take care of yourself. Yeah, no worries, Leo. You probably should have listened to my wife. Amy Green says she might sign up to a half marathon at the end of September. It's only a week after that 24-hour run thing, but other ZLDR runners are doing it. Which one is it, Amy? Which run is the one in September? 2 kilometres now done, and we're almost a quarter of the way through. Taking it nice and easy this evening. You can see how hard I'm working by my heart rate in the top left. If you're not used to Zwift, it's a computer game basically, but all the people running here are real people all over the world. You can see we've got people from the States, from Norway, from Portugal, from Israel. UK is well represented today, but we have people from all over the world. Stephen, your heart rate makes me so jealous. Yeah, so 9 kph and trying to stay, well, definitely in zone 2, but probably as much as we can in zone 1. I run almost every day of the week, and I do VO2 max sessions and long distance slow running. I did 21 kilometres on the hills this morning. It all helps keep your heart rate low. Diana says, how are you still alive? Kathy says he's got lots of mitochondria. That's it, Kathy. Mitochondria and capillaries are the way to go. So yeah, heart rate is 116 at the moment. Just trying to keep it easy. Amy Green says you just like to show off. Amy, seeing as you're new here, I'll let that one slide. Amy isn't new here. Sarah Jacobson says 116 is like a leisurely stroll for me. Osh Junt says, just did my 3rd Ironman triathlon. Amazing. Amazing, well done. Julia, it's all relative. I would say do not worry about the actual number, but more about the zone that you are in. Heart rate is very individual. Elizabeth says, I'm not part of your ride, but loving the banter. We are running, Elizabeth, but always good banter on the runs. Yes, so Hoshjunta, very good. Third Ironman. I've never completed a full Ironman triathlon. I have DNF'd one. And that's it. Nottingham Half Marathon is what Amy is doing. Well, you say September. What date in September, Amy? See if I can come. We are very awesome, but you are also awesome. I am sure. Hi Anna. She says go Stephen and ZLDR people. Hey Anna, hope you're okay. Jeff Partridge says loser, never finished an Ironman. I know, rubbish. I've only tried one and I was so rubbish at it. I was really slow on the swim and then even slower on the bike. Oh, your September challenge, yeah, go. Yes, you'll need Jarrett should announce that. Yes, Jarrett should announce the September challenge. Thank you, Anna. 1 week to go. Oh, Diana says, what? Thank you, Kathy. She says, good luck. September challenge is to drink a beer every day? That is not the September challenge, Jared. Run 5 miles or more is the September challenge. Amy Green and Jeff Partridge in the run today have done 100 miles on this platform. Jeff Partridge wants to substitute a bottle of wine for the beer. Viking says, I've done one ultra, but it was... Oh no, that was Tina. Sorry, Tina says, I've done one ultra, but it was tough. But it was fun. Kathy remembers Jeff and Amy doing 100 miles on Zwift. Jarrett says, I took an unexpected detour on my first marathon and ended up going 27 miles. That means you are officially an ultra runner, Garrett. Jeff Partridge says, it'll be 30 years since I did an Ironman in June next year. Soon be time for a return, yeah. 30 years, you'll have to do another one. Right, the Nottingham Half Marathon is the 24th of September. I have a feeling that is the same date as the Berlin Marathon. So I don't think I can do it. Oh yes, Zero to Hero says, the 2023 beer mile winner drank 4 beers and ran his mile in 4 minutes 30 seconds with one shoe that fell off. Yes, I saw that. That is amazing. Oh, okay, so yeah, Amy has checked it out. Yeah, it is the same date as the Berlin Marathon. So yeah, I will be in Berlin, unfortunately. That's a shame, because I would like to have come up with that, but never mind. There are only so many weeks in the year and only so much time to allot to runs. But there we are, never mind. Never mind. We are 22 minutes in. We've done 3.2 kilometres. We'll do 9 kilometres this evening, or this afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Some news in case people have not heard this already. I have had some conversations with HQ recently. Zwift Run is still very much part of HQ thinking. There is no chance of running disappearing anytime soon. In the next couple of years, they are working towards becoming a multi-sport platform. Still no plans to charge subscription. That's the news I've got for you. Jeff Partridge reminding me that Lakeland 100 goes off very soon. In fact, it goes off in about 7 minutes' time. Fear of missing out has... Jeff's got fear of missing out. Yeah, so have I a little bit. That's why I'm trying to ignore it. A good win for the England women at the World Cup. The Women's World Cup this morning. Yes, lots of runners also pay subscription to cycling. I think HQ have always been worried if they start to charge, they will lose many of the runners have. We are a small but very close-knit community. Value Zwift a lot. Jarrett says, same, I got into running thanks to Zwift. Tattoos for Princess. Naked runners for Mick. Yeah, Diana agrees. We are a close-knit community. We do value Zwift. We are awesome. Tina Beard says, I spend more time running with you lot than with my running club. Diana says, I spend more time here than with the husband. Don't start bringing your husband into it again, Diana. You know we're all scared of him. Sherry says, Zwift is my medicine and helps with my mental health. Yeah. Just keep supporting the clubs here and the events they put on. If you're not a member of one of those clubs, go and join. If you are not a member of one of those clubs, go and join now. Sherry says thank you to Stephen and Jens. We're all being very nice to each other, aren't we, this evening? Viking Lady says, Stephen, don't tell Zwift that we're hooked and willing to pay whatever they want. Shut up and take my money. Brilliant. Well, right, we have been running for nearly 30 minutes. Yeah, coming up. Jeff Partridge is bucking the trend. We're all being nice to each other this evening. Jeff Partridge says, I can't stand any of you. We are all being terribly nice to each other this evening, today. Sarah hasn't been nasty to me once yet. Love is in the air, says Diana. Zwift is way better than the gym, says Sherry. Give it 10 minutes before we all start having a go again. Sarah Jacobson says, we need to tell Jeff about the special role he is going to play in Marcus and my podcast. Oh, Sarah says she was pretty mean to me at the beginning. Oh, yes, you were. Yes, you were. Kathy says Stephen will make a wrong turn at some point, as per usual. I was not cruel to my son at all. I waited for him at the top of all the hills. Let's give speedy recovery to Greg. Blimey. Jeff Partridge says, Sarah, I think my internet service is going down on that day. Sherry, I'm really sorry to hear that about Jeff. Wow. Greg, sorry. I'm Jeff on the brain. Right, Tina Beard and Jeff Partridge are back on speaking terms. Normally, Tina Beard and Jeff Partridge having a go at each other, but they are on the same page this evening. Jeff says, I can't stand any of you. Tina Beard says, well done, Jeff. Getting things back on track. Jarrett says, did he meet your husband? Princess. Oh my god. Out for 6 to 12 weeks is Greg. Okay, wow. Well, all the best to Greg from all of us. Apparently Senna and I are always in agreement, says Jeff. I don't know who Senna is, but I think he probably means Tina. He's just so old he can't see to type properly. It's a cover-up, apparently, says Tina. Me and Jeff are tight. Don't believe it. I think you're just in cahoots for this particular live stream. Daggers at each other most of the rest of the time. Right, I'm going to go through everyone and drop ride-ons. Gosh, that sounds like a bad injury for Greg. Wow. Fractured tibia. That is not good. Surely that's more than... Oh yeah, said 6 to 12 weeks. Right, I'm going to drop some ride-ons. Apparently, Tina just has odd taste buds. That's the only problem that Jeff Partridge has with Tina Beard. Right, trying to drop some ride-ons then now. So, there's Julia Foster. Who's that? That's Jeff Partridge. Who's this? Schwartz. And Samples. Well done to you guys. Who's this? Not dropping down. Why aren't the names dropping down? Just drop all these ride-ons. There's Jarrett. Well done, Jarrett. Alfred. Melville. Well done, Melville. Go back to me and start going up again. There's Princess, who is walking at the moment. Barbet from America, and Apsley from Scotland. There's Sarah Jacobson. Give her a little ride on. And Pinheiro from Portugal. Anthony Anderson. Well done, Anthony. And Amy Green. You go Torres Miguel from Spain. We've done Julia Foster, so we've got back down again now. We'll go to Fernandez from Spain. And Viking Lady. Kathy. Well done, Kathy. And Castano. Go and Tina Beard. Well done, Tina. Caldera. Spain. Tina says I'm too far behind again. No, I've got you. I've got you, Tina. And MG. There, look, there's Tina. There she is. Kathy McManus is in Washington State, USA, Laurie. In the same state as Laurie Paulson. I find it amazing sometimes to think how far away some people are from me, and yet we are together here. I'm not sure it actually went through. I'll say it again. I find it amazing how far away some people are from me, and yet we are together here. Oh, you saw it? Okay. Thank you, Sarah. I would run 70 kilometers, don't. And coffee. We are 5.5 kilometers in. All of the cake and croissant alone was worth the crappy marathon in Paris. You loved it, Sarah. You loved that marathon, Sarah. Donuts are my favourite, says Amy. I hate road running. Nearly hit by a tractor last summer. Only survived because I literally climbed into a hedge at the last moment. Oh my goodness. Good luck to anyone doing the Nottingham Half Marathon, by the way, in September. I would have loved to join you for probably Berlin. Russ and Michelle and Amy Green is thinking of joining that as well. Which Stefan, Amy? Diana. Well done, Anthony. See you next time. Yes, how come Diana literally knows everything about everything? She amazes me. Oh, sorry, I've covered up Diana's message there. Yes, but you pay a lot more attention than me. Remember, I am a lazy male. You are a multitasking female. Right, Tina Beard is planning to run as hard as possible at Parkrun tomorrow. She's going to stop at 5k today. Phil Brailsford said I had to stop. Right, knee pain, no worries, Phil. Well done, though. Thanks for joining. Good effort. 19 minutes left of our ZLDR recovery hour here on the Zwift Run channel, live on the Zwift platform. Cover your ears and eyes, everyone. Jarrett is about to tell a joke. Actually, on the treadmill, that might not be such a good idea to cover your ears and eyes. Apparently somebody found a hole in the nudist colony fence. The police are currently looking into it. Nope, says Sarah Jacobson. Right on the edge of tasteful. Right, Tina, I'll go as hard as I can then at parkrun tomorrow as well. So I'll run as hard as I can at parkrun in the morning. Here we go again. A guy was interviewing for a farm. What? Farm worker. The farmer asked, "Have you ever shoed a horse?" The guy responded, "No. But once I told a donkey to..." Oh dear. F off. Tina says, "My course is harder than yours." Yeah, we're actually going to a different one tomorrow because Worthing Parkrun is not on tomorrow. So we're going to Lancing, which is just a couple of kilometres down the seafront. So we're going to run to parkrun in the morning and then run at parkrun. Community guideline strike for all of us. Tina is done. 5k. Well done, Tina. Good luck at parkrun tomorrow, Tina. Anyone else doing parkrun tomorrow? Russ is doing parkrun tomorrow, but he's not here today. Parkrun is a free 5k event, 9 AM every Saturday. It's very popular in Europe, South Africa and Australia, quite small in the USA. "45 minutes in, we're almost there, keep going, don't forget to hydrate," says Jarrett. I wonder if Diana's got any jokes. Jarrett loves telling jokes about the Titanic. They always go down. They always go down well. Too soon, Jarrett. Too soon. Sarah Jacobson says, "Okay, I didn't hate that one." It's still too soon. Premature, I'd say. Titanic jokes. Well, you know, it takes time to get over these things, Gareth. I did say Jarrett then, but it came out as Janet. 100 years is a small amount of time compared to the length of the universe. That joke sank fast, says Jarrett. Right, 7 kilometres in. What has 2 butts and kills people? Don't know. What has 2 butts and kills? Oh, an ass in. Very good. So that's quite clever for you. Did your wife help you with that one, Jarrett? "12 minutes to go. A spelling joke," says Kathy. Yes. Guy walks into a doctor's office. When asked what's wrong, he touches all over his body, saying it hurts when I touch here, 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 and here. Okay. This is Jarrett's latest joke. He's waiting for the answer. The doc looked at him and said, "Sir, you have a broken finger." Very good. Amy liked that one. Diana liked that one. Geneva says an oldie but funny stuff. Oh, I think he means still funny. An oldie but still funny. You should be on TV, Garrett. Alright, we've got a mile to go now. Sarah Jacobson is stopping in a few minutes to make it an even 8 kilometres. Does your OCD to allow you to do 9? Diana says, "See you tomorrow, Sarah." Amy says, "That's great, Sarah." Jarrett says, "Bye, Sarah." Paul Deering says, "Humber Bridge Park Run in an old wooded quarry, hilly and beautiful, much harder than running on the seafront." Yes, I will bow to that, definitely. Now you have stoked the wrath of Sarah Jacobson. Jeff Parcher says that was funny. I didn't actually read that one out, sorry. It said Barbie. Barbie. What was it? Barbies promote unrealistic expectations of women's bodies. After all, women's heads are much harder to put back on in real life. Sarah Jacobson says, "I think I'm leaving at just the right time." Diana says he saved the best for the last. The best four for last. Michael Jackson's pronouns are he. Tina says, I forgot to say, have an awesome weekend, everyone. See you next week. Thank you, Tina. We will indeed see you next week. Have a great weekend. David, I hate to break it to you, but Jackson died some years ago. Right, 7 minutes left. David says his soul lives on. Diana says tats are the best. Jarrett making a joke about tattoos being a bad decision. Tattoos, Sherry. I do apologise to people watching on the live stream. I'm well aware that it's quite difficult sometimes to read what people are writing in game, and without me reading out to you what people are writing, it sometimes can be difficult to follow the conversation. I do apologise for that, and I know that can be frustrating for some people. My wife does tell me off about that quite a lot. So kind of not reading out text that's written in game because it's too small for people to see. Yeah, everyone's chatty. It's difficult for me to always keep tabs on what's going on. Love a bit of Scrabble. I do still play Scrabble on my phone. So 900 metres to go, 5 minutes left of the ZLDR recovery hour. Managing to keep the heart rate relatively low for this easy hour. What's one thing you shouldn't say to at your boss's funeral? What's one thing you shouldn't say at your boss's funeral? This is the next joke from Jarrett. Who's thinking outside the box now? So the weekend looks like this for me. Park run tomorrow in the morning, and then Sunday morning long run 20 miles for me on the hills, bringing my week to 130k. And then we'll try and do some stuff with the children as well during the weekend. Victoria has also got to fit in some runs this weekend. Only 1 week to go before the North Downs Way 100 miler, which we're both doing, and then 5 weeks to go until UTMB 100 miler in Chamonix, and Victoria does her 56k run in the mountains in Chamonix as well, called OCC. So it's going to be a very busy few weeks of training, but also the children are on their summer holidays from school, so we're going to be trying to keep them entertained as well. But we love summer. Once again, it's been an absolute pleasure running with you guys today. And Jeff Partridge doing TDS, of course. Lots of people I know actually doing TDS this year. You've got to finish it this year, Jeff. Do everything you can to get that run done this year. I'll tell you now, Jeff, just be ready for the long, horrendous descent into Beaufort. In the middle of the night, that descent into Beaufort is absolutely horrific. So just bear that in mind and get through it. You can do it. I know you can do it, Jeff. Just get to the end. If you can make it out of Beaufort, I think you finish. You know, if you make it out of Beaufort, you finish the race. It's just getting to Beaufort. That's the thing. I will be stretching by lying on the sofa. Yeah, well, that as well, Jeff, but that's relatively early in the race. So you've just got to, just get that done, get that ascent done, and then get if that middle bit, basically the middle 50k, get that middle 50k done from Bourg Saint-Moritz to Beaufort, and you're done. You're okay. I'm sure that if you can get to Beaufort, you will finish the race. Just grind through that middle 50k. Good result for England women footballers in the Women's World Cup today. Well done to them. Have a fantastic weekend, everyone. See you soon. Thanks, Amy. Take care. We'll see you. We won't see you over the weekend. Probably we'll see you next week on Monday for the community run. See you, Kathy. Thanks for joining. Diana, Julia Foster, Jeff Partridge, Sarah Jacobson, everyone who's run today. Well done. And we're just coming up to 9 kilometres and 1 hour of running. Well done, everybody. Good work. Good work. And there we go, we are done here. So yeah, managing to keep the heart rate nice and low. Excellent. Enjoyed that. Thank you very much, everyone. And we'll be back on Monday. So the community run on Monday. Outdoors weekend, so outdoors tomorrow at Park Run, and then outdoors on the hills for 20 miles on Sunday. Oh, by the way, also, if you are thinking of Wednesday workout this week, I will not be at Wednesday workout because I have a club race, I've just realised. So Wednesday, I will be out on Wednesday evening. I have a club race to do, a local club race. So I won't be at Wednesday workout. Kathy McManus is going on to run 10k. Well done, Kathy. Jarrett says, see you all next Friday. So that is it from me. I'll see you on Monday for the community run. Have a great weekend. Take care, everyone. I am now going to have a shower and lie on the sofa for the rest of the evening. Bye-bye, everyone. Jeff says, cheers all. Enjoy your park runs tomorrow. Thank you, Jeff. Take care.